All right. Um, yes. So we start right away. Um, can you see my screen?
Yes. Not.
Very soon.
Yes.
Yes. All right. This is where we stopped yesterday, and we are continuing. Let's do just a simple recap of what we learned. We looked at the pictures and chapter 10. This is 第10章, chapter 10. And it says, 别找了, stop looking for it. 手机在桌子上呢. The phone or the cell phone is on the table. And when you look on pictures A to F, we did matching. Number 1, 西瓜. You can repeat after me. Just 2 times each. Then we are good to go. 西瓜, which is watermelon. And then we have 鸡蛋, which is egg, but of a hen. You can put hen in bracket because it can be hen, it can be duck, it can be peacock, it can be turkey, it can be any kind of bird. Then dan is an egg. 鸡蛋 A. And 休息 once more. 休息 which is to have a rest, to relax. C. 休息 And then we have 吃药 which is taking medicine. 吃药 And then 手机 we know this one very famous. 手机 phone. Cell phone. And then we have 准备午饭. 准备 is to prepare. 午饭 is lunch. 准备午饭 preparing lunch. Here 给下面的动词加上好事的宾语。动词 is a verb, so the task here is to give the verbs below and give them 宾语. 宾语 is object. 好事的宾语 appropriate object. Add an appropriate object after each of the following verbs. We have like verb to study, 学 is an example. 学汉语 you can learn Chinese, you can learn English. So you can say 学英语, 学汉语, 学武术,练武术 you can say 学什么？学西班牙语 you can learn many things. 听懂了 we have like 听懂了 which is to listen, to understand. Because 听 is to hear. And when you link it with 懂 then it's to understand, to listen. And 踢 is to kick using your foot. Because the character here that starts this one, this radical means foot, is 足. That's why you see it here, right? It's the same character here. Because 足 is foot, 球 is a ball. So together is football. So when you say T is to kick, T 足球 is to kick the football. We have 玩. This 玩 means to play. 玩游戏 you can play games, you can play many things. 写 is to write. 写作业 write homework, write a book. 写下 then we have 下 so you can say 下班 you can say 下课 have then 开始 开 you can say 开始 you can say 开车 which is driving a car 开始 to begin or to start. Yes, we also mentioned the numbers we learned last time. We learned 0, which is 零到从零到100万 million 100,000 is written like this 100,000 从零到100,000好100,000 a million. Then we looked at this lesson. Then we had 课 which means class. 课 noun, and then 帮助 which is to help. 帮助 help or assist. Here we have 要 look at the lesson, look at the dialogue. 不要看电视了 Don't watch television. 明天上午还有汉语课 Don't watch the television. 明天上午还有汉语课呢 You have Chinese class tomorrow, so don't watch the television. And then the kids say, 看电视对学汉语有帮助 Watching the television is important, it's good. Okay, that's what the kids say. Watching the television is good. It helps to learn Chinese. Most probably, whatever they are watching is helping them improve their Chinese. 看电视对学汉语有帮助 It says 明天的课 Tomorrow's lesson, tomorrow's class. 你都准备 to prepare. We looked at this a couple of minutes ago. 好了吗？准备好了吗？ So you can use this 准备好了吗 in different cases. For example, you are planning to go on a road trip with your friend or your family member, and then you are done with all the preparations and you'll be driving, and then the other person is still in the house, and then you'll be like, hey, 你准备好了吗? Are you ready? Are you ready with all the preparations? Are you ready? Can we move now? So you'll be like, 准备好了吗? Are you ready? With all the preparations. And then the person will be like, if they are done with all that, they'll say, 都准备. You'll say 准备好了. No need to say 都. Suppose you just ask if they are ready. Say 准备好了 are we together? 大家明白了吗？准备好了吗？准备好了。And then, yeah, that was all for lesson 1 of chapter 10. Look at the gent here. He's reading the newspaper. And tonight is just one new word. Okay? Beer. Repeat. Beer. So regarding on how we write it, it's simple. You can follow me to write. It has first of all the call, which is character of mouth on top. Okay, top to bottom, left to right. Don't stop until you reach this point. Okay, you make this 90 degrees, and then from left to right, close it. So after closing, then you draw this one like this, and then this one. What else? There's this one, top to bottom. It's straight. Yeah, make it straight. And then this one is also straight, top to bottom, and then this is Bier, and it's an adverb. Okay, because it comes before the verb. Don't, it means don't. Bier. That's why the mom, she was like, in this case she used 不要, but you can also use 别 in this case. 别看电视了, don't. Okay. Here they use stop. It's not stop. Stop has another translation in Chinese. 别 is don't. 不要 can also mean don't. Yes. We are going to look at that very soon in the grammar points, just to have very deep and profound understanding regarding this 别 and 不要 and how it is used in the sentence. Alright, so let's look at the dialogue. 别看 okay, 别看报纸了，别看报纸了。Okay, don't read the newspaper. We know this 报纸 we learned it last time. 报纸 newspaper. 别看报纸了。医生 who is 医生? Do you remember? Do you remember 医生? Doctor, yes. 医生说 what did the doctor say? You see the guy, I think he's the patient. 医生说你要多学习. The doctor says 你要. You see, this 要 is to want, but in this case, it means you need. Okay, can mean want or need. You need 多. What is 多? More. Okay, more. 你要多休息，你要多学习。多学习 you need to rest more. You need to the doctor said you need more rest. So don't read newspapers. And then he says how. Okay, 好。不看了，不看了。Okay, I'll not read it anymore. 不看了，I'll not read. 给我一杯 give me one cup. One cup of what? 茶吧，repeat. 给我一杯茶吧。Yes, ba suggestion or request. Okay, not command. 给我一杯茶吧。Give me a cup of tea. And then it says 医生说 doctor said 吃药后，吃药后 okay, after taking, because 吃药 is to take medicine, 后 is after, so after taking medicine. 2个小时 2 hours, okay, the first 2 hours after you've taken medicine. 不要喝茶 okay, so you can only take tea after 2 hours, okay, yeah, and then it says 医生还说什么啦 okay, what else did the doctor say? Because here he's not allowed to read a newspaper, neither is he allowed to take tea within 2 hours of taking medicine. And yeah, he brings up this question. 医生还说什么了? He wants to know all that the doctor said. Yeah, it feels like he doesn't feel good about it. 医生让你听我的。医生让你听我的。The doctor told you 听我的 to listen to me. Yeah. The doctor said you should listen to me. Is there any question? Is there anything you would like to understand? 医生让你听我的 told you to listen to me. So whatever I tell you, should not do it. 大家明白了吗？大家能看得懂啊，听得懂。
明白了。
There is听懂。There is 听懂。听懂 is to listen and understand. Okay, so it might be your ears, okay, only your ears or ears and your eyes, but in this case it has to do with ears because we listen using our ears. So you can 听懂, you listen and you understand what you listen. And then we have also 看懂. You can 看懂. 看懂 is to watch, okay. There might be no sound, but when you look at something, maybe let's say you're reading a book or a text and you 看懂, you understand what you're reading. 看懂, repeat 看懂. 看懂 and 听懂. You know the difference now, right? 看懂 is all understanding, but in different perspectives. In this case is hearing and understanding. Here is it was first to see, but after seeing, then you understood what you are watching, whatever. 听懂 and 看懂. All right. All right. So the next one tonight is lesson 3. 哥哥. Repeat after me. 哥哥 means elder brother. Then we have 鸡蛋. We looked at this. 鸡蛋, hen's egg. You see, hen is in the bracket. Egg is an egg. 鸡蛋, dan is an egg. 鸡 hen. 鸡蛋, hen's egg. 西瓜. 西瓜 watermelon, 西瓜, and then I have 正在, which means in the process of 正在 at home, 在家里。你怎么买了这么多东西啊？你怎么买了这么多东西啊？ Why did you buy so many things? 哥哥今天中午 repeat 哥哥 elder brother 今天中午会来吃饭 He will be coming back to eat 今天中午 at noon Okay, my elder brother. So if elder brother will be coming, then who is this? Who is he? The one we are seeing in the picture. Somebody. He says elder brother will come to have lunch at noon. So who is he? To the elder brother. This person we are seeing in the picture. You can unmute your mic if you're in a good place. And if not, then you can text in the chat box.
Maybe a delivery person.
And a delivery person says, okay, let's read and we shall find out soon. So he says, 哥哥. He says, elder brother, today he will come back to eat. He says, 我看看买什么了. Let me see what you bought. 羊肉. 羊肉 is what? Mutton. Yang is goat. Okay. 羊肉. Ro is meat. 鸡蛋 eggs. 面条. What is 面条? Noodles. 西瓜 watermelon. 真不少 真不少 This is a lot. And then he says, 妈妈呢? Where is mom? So when you bring this now, we know after the noun, then it's like you're asking where that person is. 妈妈呢? It says 正在. So we know 正在 in the process of 准备午饭了. So these people that are in this dialogue, we know that they are all at home. And then 你怎么买了这么多东西? And then say 哥哥今天中午回来吃饭. Okay, so this person is still the delivery person? Sure? Or you have another answer? If the person says 哥哥 and 哥哥 is elder brother, so who is the person in the picture? Who is he to the elder brother? He bought these groceries.
The young brother.
Yes, and how do you say young brother in Zhongwen? Do you remember? Say 弟弟. Younger brother in Chinese is 弟弟. 弟弟, like this. 哥哥 is elder brother. Yes, very soon we are going to learn family members in Chinese. Alright, so let's first look at the grammar points. We have 不要了, 不要了, or 别 了. So earlier I mentioned this 不要. I mentioned this 不要, and then here we have 别, and then in the middle after 不要 there is other like the actions, and then 别 also after 别 the actions. So it is an imperative sentence. 不要了, and it is used to dissuade or forbid somebody from doing something. Okay. For example, this is the structure. 不要, then plus the verb, then plus object, and then 了. So now we have, for example, 不要玩手机. So normally the Chinese say 玩手机. When someone is using their phone, it's called 玩手机. And then 了,不要玩手机了. For example, we are in a meeting or we are in a serious event. Let's say somebody is speaking and the person needs your attention, and somebody sees you using the phone. The person will be like, 不要玩手机. Stop. This word, we looked at it earlier and it meant to play. To play, okay? Yes, and in Chinese, they say 玩手机, so like playing with your phone. But literally, it's like using your phone. And then, 不要. Another example is 不要做饭了. What is 做饭? To make food, to cook. 不要做饭了. This one we looked at it. 不要看电视了. The mom was telling the kids not to watch the television. 不要看电视了. Another one here is 别. Mind you, these two are both used to forbid, okay, somebody from doing something. So 别 plus verb plus object, the structure is the same. Only the beginning here can be 不要 or 别. For example, 别睡觉. 别睡觉, don't sleep. 睡觉 is to sleep. 别睡觉了. Don't fall asleep. 别睡觉了. I have another example. 别看书. 别看书, don't read the book. 别看书 and then 了. Don't forget to put 了. 别看书了. 别看书了. And then I have 别看报纸了. 别看报纸了. This one I looked at it in one of the dialogues. Don't read newspapers. So tonight we're going to be learning 对 also. So this 对 is written like this. We looked at it last time. And we had examples like 抽烟对身体不好. Smoking is not good for your health. 喝酒喝多了对身体不好. Frequent consumption of alcohol is not good for your health. 对, so this 对 is a preposition and it can indicate a subject relation between people or things. And this is the structure, subject plus predicate. So we have 跑步. What is 跑步? Somebody remembers what 跑步 means? Running. 跑步. Running or jogging. 跑步. 对跑步对身体. This 对 can also mean for. F-O-R, for. 跑步对身体很好. So this can be verb or adjective. It's good for your health. We have 老师. What is 老师? Teacher. 老师对学生老师对学生 relation between people or things. Okay. 老师对学生非常好 The teacher is good for the students or he treats the students well. 老师对学生非常好 And then this is the answer of one of the dialogues. 看电视对看电视对学汉语有帮助。看电视对学汉语有帮助。Watching the television is helpful for learning Chinese. Can I have a sentence using 对? I'll start with Shayla. You can use 对. You can use two different things and say, this thing is good for this one. Or this thing is very good for this one. 跑步 we have 跑步对身体很好，老师对学生非常好，看电视对学汉语有帮助 helpful. So you can use 对 to make a sentence. Last time we emphasized this 对. This is the second time we're learning about it. So, Shayla, just a short sentence. 对 using 对. Did you understand? Did you understand how to use 对?
Not really.
You didn't understand?
I'm trying to process how we use it and where.
Oh, so let me explain it deeper. So here we have two things, okay? Let's call them things. The first one is Yes, so I've been saying the first thing here is 跑步 and another thing here we have is 身体 okay, so 跑步 can be good for the health or for the body. Okay, a subject and object, and this way is here to emphasize or to target, okay, the relationship between these two things, okay, to relate them, saying that this one is good for this one. 跑步 is good for the body. For, so this way you can say means for, okay, for. A is good for B. 跑步对身体很好。Alright, so let me give you a sentence in English and you try to, let's say okay, let's say we have wife, okay, we have husband, and then wife. So you can use 对, okay, husband in Chinese is 丈夫, okay, you can use this 丈夫, okay, we have 丈夫 as A, and then this space provided is for, okay, you fill it out, okay, and then we have 妻子, pay attention, are we together? Are you following? I hope you're following. Yes. Then we have 妻子. 妻子 is wife. So you can say 丈夫da da 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 妻子. Okay, let me leave this space also for you. It will be easier for you to understand. So you can say, okay, so can you try to demonstrate the relationship between these two people using 对 and another word at the end? You can use one of the words that we used, one of the verbs or adjectives here. We have 很好, we have 非常好, we have 帮助. Alright, so this is 丈夫, which is husband. 丈夫. 丈夫.